Tell him, Steve Dave.
You're a Jewish guy. How do you like it? Jewish people are treated pretty well by and large, right?
Not really following it, though.
Are you practicing?
No.
No? All right, so you can't tell me anything. What's with this guy?
Well, I know the religion.
It's like
I'm just
fucking
saying there's just a lot
here.
of things that it's like anything else. There's
going,
certain things that are
you're
believable and certain things that aren't
me.
believable. It's with any religion.
What, you don't believe?
To an extent, no.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to
more scientific than
you don't believe, and you're not a practitioner, right? Practitioner of the faith. Follower. But yet, a couple seasons ago, he told me that he would not allow his kid to believe in Santa Claus or any of that stuff because he was Jewish. Yeah.
Well, why would you believe? Well, that's not what I said. Not because I was Jewish. It's just that
yes,
it's basically.
Yes, you did. You said, "Well, we're Jewish. Santa Claus doesn't come to Jewish people's houses."
You're asking my faith, not the way my wife wants to bring it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You're asking me one thing, right? Well, it's a two-way street.
She said no Santa.
Well, again, she's going to a Christian preschool, so does it really matter?
What is it?
You don't learn about Santa Claus there, do you?
Sure you do. They give her
what?
They give her all kinds of. You're in a Christian preschool. What do you think you're going to learn?
Jesus, not Santa.
Yeah, but Santa is the person that would have left in my mind.
I'm sure they're talking to them very deeply about Jesus at the age of 4. It's just
they definitely have to broach the subject.
But during Easter, I don't know what it is. They
at least they don't during his fucking birthday.
They gave her that ring. Whatever during Easter, I guess it's like what they give her like some kind of ring or whatever during Easter.
Chastity ring.
What? She's 4. Fuck's the matter
I'm saying
with
if you're religious, I'm telling you what they've given her. They give her that. They make her pray before she goes to.
She prays to Jesus.
Like before they have their snack or whatever.
Okay.
She
says grace.
You know what the weird thing is? She never ever does it at home though. It's like it doesn't exist.
So wait a minute though. But weren't you raised in a home with Rudolph?
No.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
You fucking liar.
No,
because when the Rudolph figures came out, me and you were just like fucking.
That's me as a childhood, but I'm saying to watch. But
that's what I just said.
That's what I just said.
But what did I just tell you though?
What?
Do I follow anything?
What did? Okay, can we?
You're talking about fictional characters that have no meaning religiously.
I'm not talking about So why on earth would you be like? Why is there like a no Santa zone in the house?
That's not me. Again,
why you can't tell your wife like, hey, I got presents from Santa. I watched Rankin and Bass.
You got recording this, right?
Why you can't telling me that you can't introduce that into your daughter's life? The joy of the Rankin and Bass Christmases?
Sure, she watched it last year. There's nothing wrong with it.
But you told me she wasn't allowed to.
When did you ask me?
2 years ago.
Okay, my kid's 2 years old. How much stuff do you think she remembers at 2 years old?
2's not that young to go see Santa Claus.
Wait a second. Though. So wait a minute. So now your wife led up the band, and Rankin and Bass is allowed in the house now.
It's a cartoon. Will she watch it? Yes, I'll allow her to watch it. I wouldn't allow her to
she watched it?
Sure, she has. Does she show interest in it? No.
Really?
No,
she doesn't. She's not interested in Santa.
No, Dora, SpongeBob, all that stuff. She has no interest in the other.
So does she know who Santa Claus is?
She doesn't like any. Yeah, she knows the Easter Bunny.
Does she know Rudolph?
She's seen him on TV, but she doesn't really. She'll watch it for a couple minutes, and that's it. She has no interest in it.
If you go to the mall and you see Santa Claus,
she knows who he is.
She goes sit on his lap?
No. Your wife doesn't strike me as being like a real religious person that she would have such strong, hateful beliefs.
Again, she's the one that wanted her to go. We could have put her into regular school.
Yeah, why is she so anti-Santa?
She's not anti-Santa.
She's obviously not even anti-Christian. She's anti-Santa.
No, she's not. She
definitely is. No. You're telling me that she's the reason why that there was like a fucking walking on fucking thin ice about even broaching the subject of Rankin and Bass.
No, that's not the conversation I remember having. I mean, as far as bringing in that stuff, I just don't remember that conversation. As far as
you picking him up, he's fucking like 1,000 miles from the mic.
I'm turning his thing up.
So you're. So you're saying now that your wife has come off that fucking pedestal, that fucking
religion-wise different. That's got nothing to do with religion-wise.
I know. That's why I thought it was strange. No problem. I thought it was fucking outrageous that you a good man and you know with who had that in his childhood couldn't introduce that to his own
I didn't
child.
have Santa Claus in my childhood.
Yes, she did.
No, I was. If I ever sat on Santa Claus' lap in my household,
But why were they when we the year without a Santa Claus when the toys came out? We had boners. We were just like
We rubbed heads in celebration.
you're talking about religion and fictional stuff.
I know. Why do you keep saying religion?
I watched it all the time when I was a
Right.
kid.
So that's why I'm saying. So it was not something that was not was frowned upon by your parents, right?
No, not at all.
So
but,
why was your wife frowning upon it when I talked about it?
But I'm saying if I was to actually sit on Santa Claus' lap and send a picture of my kids sitting on Santa Claus' lap during Hanukkah to my parents, you don't think I'm going to hear some feedback about that?
Are they strong religious?
No, but they are religious. They will follow. They follow their religion.
They go to church
But they follow.
So it's like they pick and choose.
So you better not send them any school pictures.
They better not fucking sit on Santa Claus's lap because that's sacrilegious.
It's not that they pick and choose. It's just that they just they follow. They do what they like. They
don't though. They don't go every Saturday, do they?
They don't. You don't have to go to a synagogue or a church to follow. You can follow yourself.
That's a fucking good religion for you. Then you don't have to go anywhere.
You
not going to do anything.
You can pray in your own house. You don't have to go anywhere.
So you got to do anything. You don't have to. What about the yarmulke?
You're talking about you have Reform Jews, like Hasidic Jews, and then there's multiple levels.
Easy Jew, though you don't have to do anything.
That's Reform.
Okay.
That's me, Easy Jew Johnson.
You reap all the benefits, get all the good stock tips, whatever.
Well,
I'm still not clear on so if you send a picture of your child to your parents, she's sitting on Santa Claus's lap. They go. Well, let me finish. They go ballistic.
They disown
If you send a school picture of her going to a Christian school, they're okay with that.
But the picture has nothing. It doesn't say anything about.
Do they know that she goes to?
Sure, she does. Actually, you know what?
So you're telling me Santa Claus is the deal breaker? Santa Claus on the kid on the Santa Claus's lap is going to be like
because it's just the way
we have no granddaughter.
Everybody else in my family is more religious than I am.
Right.
If you ask me, I'm religious. Do I believe? I believe certain things. I believe scientifically, certain things exist.
I don't think science and religion don't really go together.
well, exactly.
This guy's perfect.
Yeah. I never thought I'd say this, but we need a fourth.
So wait a minute. So your wife, who has she ever does she attend?
Like, is she
my wife's got nothing. She's got nothing against any of the.
So if she found out you went out, you were like, "Hey, honey, I'm bringing the kid. We're going to go out for breakfast. It's Christmas time. You stop at the mall, get a snapshot of fucking.
Hey,
Santa.
who's that? Oh, that's Santa Claus.
I want to get a picture on his lap too,
Daddy.
Daddy. And so you go and do it. She finds out. Is she really mad at you?
I would say she would say something.
Is she mad at you?
I don't say mad. Because if my daughter actually said that she wanted to do it, if my daughter said that she wanted to do it, I don't think she would give her the really big, she wanted to do it.
So
she's only 4 years old. So she doesn't realize anything. She has no right, what actual religion she wants, that she follows. So she really doesn't know. So you really couldn't say no. Like if she wanted to take a picture with the Easter Bunny, you'd have to let her do it.
Has that happened? Because you keep bringing Easter Bunny.
No, but she knows the Easter Bunny. She likes the Easter Bunny.
How do your parents feel about the Easter Bunny?
Haven't seen a picture yet.
You haven't told him yet. So,
well, she goes to a Christian school. But that's because the reason why she goes to a Christian school, because I can't put her in the local school because it's a lottery.
Because it's what?
It's a lottery. They do it by lottery.
Preschool.
So preschool. So she didn't get in.
So you crapped out on the Jew lottery.
No, we wanted her to go to school. And actually, it's actually a good school.
It's a private school, right? So you got to pay to go there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not much, though. It's not much at all.
Well, I'm not.
Well, wait a second.
But it's actually a very good school. Believe it or not, I'm glad that she goes there. I am glad that
you should be paying. I mean, you shouldn't be looking for a thrifty fucking school when it's talking about your kids' fucking education.
Where I live, they actually have free preschool. And that's the only way they do it.
So come December.
She's going back. We're going to send her back.
December, not September. Come December, Hanukkah rolls around. That's when she gets her present. She's not waiting for Christmas Eve. So is it do you guys do the normal fucking Hanukkah-ish gifts? Oh, so you give her the fucking the top. Mm-hmm. You give her the
dreidel shit.
You give her
dreidel thing.
She does it all.
Dude, lame.
But you know what? I'm going to put her on Santa Claus' lap, and I'm going to send a Christmas card to him, just to
you don't have to worry about me. I mean, that to me, that's what fucking a childhood is. It's the fantasy. It's the fucking magic of Santa.
When I was young, Pam had a friend who used to come to the house all the time, and she was a Jehovah's Witness, and they don't celebrate like even birthdays and stuff. And I remember when they had this is back when you could have a birthday party in class, and the kid would leave the class. It was like second grade because they couldn't celebrate the birthday. And Pam telling us this, like, oh, they don't dress up for Halloween and they don't celebrate Christmas, and me being like, oh, holy fuck, I hope. Like, even then I knew Pam could be fucking swayed. I'm like, please, I don't want to be a Jehovah's Witness. Being this Methodist is bad enough. So what's going to happen then when she's in the Christian school, and then she's going to eventually go to a Hebrew school? Where the beliefs will be.
She'll just go to regular school.
What about when she comes to you with tears in her eyes? She's like, "Daddy, why didn't Santa Claus come to my house? Why does Santa hate me?"
You know what? If she's a Jewish child, right? They know I'm a Jewish.
Who?
Where she goes to school, right?
Does your kid know that she's different? You're not painting a scarlet letter on her head when she goes to school, right?
George Washington's obviously a lot higher than certain other characters out there. So, it's like,
wait, what?
He's definitely drunk. You're not the fourth.
My money in a second. It doesn't matter.
Where did the father of our country come in all of a sudden?
George Washington's a historical figure, dude.
Dollar-wise. It doesn't matter. My kid's Jewish. She's going to a Catholic school. I pay for that. Obviously, it doesn't matter whether I'm Jewish or not. They'll still allow her to go in there.
Of course, but I'm talking about...
Of course. Some places are restricted. They wouldn't allow that.
But a Catholic school is supposed to open up their doors to anybody.
Who could pay?
Who could pay?
Exactly.
Right. No, but my wife's school, they take kids.
You've mentioned that before,
of kids who can't afford it at all, and they take them.
I wasn't taking a shot.
Is there any Jewish kids in her school?
Spies.
There's a kid from Africa, and she didn't know anything about the Christian religion. She came from a totally different religion.
Do you think there's any Jewish kids in Red Bank Catholic?
Worship a Coke bottle?
The Coke bottle?
Yeah, she worships a Coke bottle.
Did teach her about Santa Claus?
I know my wife does in the kindergarten class. She does have a couple crafts with Santa Claus. Santa Claus is not the subject of Santa Claus hasn't come up yet?
Oh, she's fun. She brings pictures. She does the thing that I like about the place that she goes to. It's not.
Won't answer the question, will
It is fucked up. Yeah.
What do you want? What does he want for me to tell him? What do you want me to tell
It's a
him?
yes or no question.
Your wife is fucking depriving your kid of Santa.
No,
That's
she
what
can
I
do
want to
whatever she wants. Next question.
All right, next question.
I could dress her up whatever she wants.
You should have been a politician.
It's just ridiculous.
He's good.
It's like, would you recreate somebody whipping your child as they're trying to build the pyramids on the street of freaking Main Street where you live? It's ridiculous.
What are you talking about? We're talking about the fucking...
Talking about the Jewish slaves building the pyramids and shit.
Of fucking...
Choice for who?
Of children worldwide who
Every kid
believe
loves
in
Santa Claus? Every kid loves Santa Claus?
I'd say most do.
Most.
In America. In England.
Do you think you have the kid that's like, fuck Santa Claus?
I don't care what my kid believes in. As long as she's happy, that's all I care about. I could care less what religion.
But what made you happy as a kid? We know that those are great memories for you. We've talked about it.
Sure, but that's only a small amount. There's other things.
I'm not saying that
this wasn't the best day. It was like, it's like in the middle. It's like, I can't wait till December. They're going to put that, Year Without a Santa Claus.
When Bumble came out, tell me what, when Bumble came out and we saw it in Toys R Us, we fucking almost wept.
It was never done before. The toys were never done. You're talking about how many years? When did that show come out? In the 60s?
70s.
Talking about how many years? How many years before something actually came out?
It's timeless. It doesn't matter how old it is.
It's timeless, but...
All right, whatever. Let's go on. Next subject.
So after a show, there's a bunch of girls, young, nubile, young fans who want to come up and have a drink with you and get your autograph, take pictures. Walt wants to go back to the hotel room. What's your move?
What's my move? Well, I would have to probably go because I'm married, so I would have to go. You two aren't married, so I would actually go.
They would ask him a question. He would confuse them for the next 20 minutes with circuitous roundabout.
Did you know George Washington had wooden teeth?
That cherry tree was nothing but Rankin and Bass. And
we'll go watch and that's exactly what we'll do. We'll go back and we'll watch Rankin and Bass shows. So we'll go into the hotel and watch Rankin and Bass shows.
He might be the guy.
No, see, that one's too obvious, though, the girl thing. Because anybody in a
not
I was just trying to
anything
get us the fuck
If
off
we're
the
not
fucking. I was just trying to change the
something that
subject.
that I would want to say, or that I don't, because again, I mean, I don't really drink, I don't do any of that stuff, so it's probably I would lean sight more to him. But if it was something that I would like if you were just going to Tijuana to look around, I might go to Tijuana just to look around and do stuff like that. I would.
Your wife would be like, "You ain't going anywhere near Tijuana," and your ass is not going to Tijuana.
My wife is not the one with the rolling pin.
His parents see a picture of him in Tijuana. It's all over.
Fucking Santa Claus hat on. His fucking divorce papers are filed.
You really went for it.
Picture with a Mexican Santa with a zebra, like a zebra with a glowing nose. Like.
So glad I agree to this. I'm not saying I would go down, but if you were just to look at certain things, like if there was,
what are we gonna go look at? You know, it's fucking,
you're a person that's never been anywhere. I mean, to go to all those different places, it's nice to see the world. I mean, there's more of the Red Bank, my friend.
What? Like I haven't been anywhere?
Well, if you don't have to go with them, would you ever go anywhere?
What are you talking about? If I don't go,
where were you just
on
now?
Vacation.
Just went whale watching, bro.
Yeah, whale watching. Got ripped off.
I've been all over. I mean, I've been all
watch
over
whale on the
this
Discovery
country.
Channel.
I went to Canada.
With what? With who?
Well, I went with my family once too.
But I'm saying, normally you've been to San Diego.
Recently.
Been to San
So
Diego.
what difference does it make what the context of how I got there was? I was fucking there.
But have you ever taken just take your family and just go someplace? Go to Virginia for a weekend, or go to go see
Orlando.
Paris,
You
or
just
just
went
go
to Disney, didn't you? Go
I
recently?
just went to Disney.
Paris.
Oh, didn't you say where was it? You were in airplane mechanic school, and you went to another country.
Copenhagen. Well, yeah, I was in.
That was a fucking. I think that was a lie.
You don't think he's telling the truth on that?
Yeah, because the way he backtracked on that. You were in Sweden, right?
And then
And you never went, and you never fucking left the hotel
base.
room.
I'm not even going to get into this. That's not like, if you have so many days there and you're there to do a specific job, and that's what I was there to do.
I do like that about you. I do like your work ethic.
But it's that's
You're
what I was
an
there
amazing
for.
work ethic.
But
Tell me how
again-
many days you missed at your job, your real job.
This year,
No, your entire career.
since I've been working there,
How many
probably
sick days?
5 days.
How many? And how long have you worked there? Don't tell them where you worked. Though.
17 years.
5 days in 17 years.
Wow.
It's a fucking robot.
That's obsessive. What were the 5 days like? Why?
I was actually really sick.
Really?
I was actually forced to stay home.
But that when you were in Sweden, now the other guys went out and they went to bars and they went hanging out and stuff like that.
No.
The other mechanics.
It's almost like being in the military. They send you over there with a group, and you're there to learn a certain thing.
Coming from a guy who's never been in the
Dan's
military.
sitting over here in the wings. He said he got pussy nonstop while he was in the
Sure.
military, though.
But it's kind of like being in the military. If he's in the military, then it's like you have a job
How do you
to
know
do
what it's
from
like to be in the military?
because certain rules apply also there too. Because if you're in the military, he's in the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have something to do from whatever time to whatever time, and you have to be there, correct?
But not 24/7, no.
Not 24/7, but being young, you don't have transportation off of where
Being
you're at.
young.
Well, I'm just saying, you're in a freaking different country. If you were, let me drop you off in Tijuana, and then just by yourself in like a little hotel.
These guys would fucking get it done. They
would get
wouldn't
it.
be hampered by like, oh, we're young and we don't have transportation. You think they would just fucking sit around?
We're just two crazy kids.
But I'm there for a certain reason. I'm there to learn something. I'm there to train. Because if I don't do
I
it right,
admire that.
I don't have a
but
job.
That's really not 99% of the world.
What would you have
doesn't.
done? This is going back. This is a long time ago.
You are alike, though. We probably would have did the same things, but 98% of the population
having
doesn't
fun.
do that.
Well, there's always how many people call out sick in 5 times 17 years too. How much of the population is that?
You are.
I'm very responsible.
Yeah.
Like in college, you're there to learn, but you're also there to do other stuff, socialize. And
Did you go to college?
join clubs.
What college?
I went to Brookdale.
You never told me that. I didn't know
Yeah,
you
I
went
went
to
to Brookdale
college.
for 2 years. Then I went to Teterboro for another 2. Teterboro
To study what?
Aeronautics.
Brookdale has a fucking aeronautics.
No, what did I just say? Teterboro. Yeah, it's like a regular Amarillo. You see their airport over there? Do dead stick landings. I do it all over there.
This Santa Claus thing, though, could fucking potentially drive a wedge that is too big to overcome.
No, it's not between us. Me and him love Rankin and Bass.
I would like my kid, honestly, I would like her to enjoy it too. She just doesn't really enjoy it yet.
You don't force it upon her, though.
Well, I want to force it upon her. Why should I force it
But do you encourage it?
You don't encourage it.
No, I'll turn it on. I turn it.
Yeah?
Sure I do.
Okay.
Because I watch it. No, I'll watch it when it's on. But if she doesn't like it, no, my wife likes it too. Don't. She'll watch it with me. I mean, some of them aren't that good. Little Drummer Boy ain't that good. Some of the other ones are pretty good.
I don't think anybody's making the argument for Little Drummer Boy. But wait, going back to the Sweden thing, so you never went out once?
No. No.
You didn't want to see the country.
Now, if I was my age now, a different story. But because
he has a car.
Wait, you were young and single?
No, I was.
You were single.
Married?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't
I've been with
married.
my wife since 1985.
But you weren't married, though.
No, but I'm saying, again, I'm responsible.
You're in a country known for beautiful women.
But you're nowhere near that. You are nowhere near that.
Well, not in your fucking room, you're not. You have to leave the place.
It's almost being like you're on a military, like an Air Force base. You're basically away from. You're not.
You're not on an island.
No, but you're not in the middle of like, whoa, you can see the lights from over here.
But there have to have been buses that go into town.
It's a training facility specifically for the airline.
Right, Dan?
There's probably public transportation in Copenhagen.
There's no way it's in the middle of Timbuktu and there's like, oh, you're fucking screwed. Nothing comes in or out of this base.
But you said other people did go, right? Though other people went to town.
Nah, well, there's like local places, like
man.
pubs.
He's fucking ran right
But
back
it's
under the bed.
It wasn't like anything that I didn't show up. But again, I'm like, I have no interest. I'm not a drinker. I'm not really into a lot of that stuff. So I didn't go.
But you were just condemning him earlier for not going around and seeing anything, like traveling. But when you got the chance to travel,
he's very hypocritical.
Fits right in on this show. That's another thing in his fucking favor.
I've been to the Caribbean. I've been to a lot of different places. But I'm saying if I was able to do it, like somebody asked me to go, like I want to go to San Diego and stop at Dallas. I'd love it. I would drop if I could do it.
Why?
Because it's places I've never seen. I would love to see some of those places, like that Alamo. I'd love to see that place. I would have loved to see that place.
We didn't see anything like that.
See what place?
The Alamo when you did the
highways.
I would like to see that.
Well, we saw the Alamo Theater.
Right, the theater. That's what I'm talking about.
It wasn't that
It's a
exciting.
movie theater.
No,
No, it was just a movie theater with a bar.
but it was just. I mean, Dallas. I've never seen any. Farthest I've been.
I know. Listen to this motherfucker talking to me, but I've never been anywhere. Listen to him. The farthest I've been is where? Fucking Pennsylvania?
You just said Canada. No, me?
you.
No, I've been a lot of places.
Copenhagen?
Been to Copenhagen.
Well, wait a second. Is it because
Been to San Diego.
when you were doing your mechanics class, did no one invite you out?
No, that's well, I was there by myself from where I was.
Oh,
I
it was
wasn't
only
there.
you in the
but
class?
there's so many people there. They just don't know. There's other people, but they're not from the same country. They're the people that I don't know. So I'm not going to. You know what I'm saying?
Bunch of Germans made you nervous.
Nah, not Germans. Just
Yeah.
It's a bunch of Swedes, right?
Well, he said there were people from other countries. Oh, it was only Swedish? It was you and a bunch of Swedes?
Nah, there was other people there too. But I'm saying people you didn't know. It's just like you're just not going to get out. Hey, buddy, it's Sven, right? Let's go. Let's take a look.
Yeah, why not?
No. It's like Walt.
That's me, man.
I just don't trust anybody.
Bro,
man.
straight.
You're over there. It's like, next thing you know, it's like, where is that guy? He ain't coming back.
Wait a minute. You can't cross over that. You don't trust anybody? It's not because I don't trust anybody.
If you were in a different country,
It's just I don't have the-
you
I
were
don't have
by
the
yourself.
energy.
If you were by
Wait,
yourself.
whoa. You don't trust anybody?
No, I wouldn't trust somebody that I didn't know.
What is your fear that's going to happen when you get out?
Because with you, Walt, you say that your problem is like you feel like you don't have anything to say to them. It's
Right.
socially awkward. You're saying that
it's not like I'm afraid something's going to
you're
happen.
paranoid.
No, not like they're just. It's just that I wouldn't want to go someplace with somebody I'm really not too familiar with.
It's like the movie Hostel, where like there's suddenly somebody's torturing you. They got to blow towards your nuts.
You don't come back.
He's an American. That's extra money.
If it's somebody that you met for a couple of days, you got to know that person, then it's a different story. But you really didn't socialize a lot with different people. So
you didn't want to have the forced conversation?
I just stayed. I did what I was supposed to do, and that was it. I got back and I did what I had to do.
Did you feel like you had been there then, Copenhagen?
Not really.
No,
You didn't see nothing. Exactly.
Why did they have to send you all the way there?
Because at the time we didn't have the aircraft that they were.
Oh, okay.
That they were working on, which were 767s. Continental didn't have any of that.
Do you feel like you know Walt well enough that if he became the fourth member, you can fucking take a ride with him somewhere?
Go to Copenhagen.
You trust me?
I trust you. To an extent.
But you guys could. You have the what interest do you share? You got not really comics so much. He's not really in the comics.
But he knows enough about the characters and stuff. We like the same kind of movies.
Same kind of movies.
We like
hockey.
We like hockey. We like shopping. Right. Fucking say yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
He's
say
nodding
something.
to the mic. What else? Is that it?
Is that it? No, he's going to do 1, 2, or 3.
No, I mean, is that it as far as the interests?
Oh.
You said one thing that you shared and then 5 things
different.
you didn't.
I mean,
What else?
I have a family. When I met him, I didn't have
we have
family.
families.
So now it's a little bit different. Now that's...
We share a lot of things in common. We work at the same place.
Don't drink.
We have hair.
We work in the same place, so we have a lot of we have a lot of things that we could talk about. Our interests are very similar. Our personalities are similar.
Mm-hmm. He could be that long lost brother that you always wanted.
Yeah.
Except if you wanted a brother that just would not answer a question directly.